What's good, YouTube? It's Aquarius about ABB, and I'm back with another reaction video. I'm gonna be talking about how I got into drill music or trap music or drill music. It was around 2000s. Obviously when y'all had the music around 2000s wasn't really that bad. Obviously, G Unit, Dipset, and some other rap groups. I forgot to mention Outkast. Um, you know, uh, they was alright, for their time together. Um, but obviously that quickly died out. Like around 2005. Like I was soul searching, and I was just listening. I was just listening to a lot of New York rappers. Because at the time, I didn't really feel a lot of rappers from different states. So I just stuck with my Nas and Jay Z and Tupac and Rakim and um, you know um, you know. So I listened to Eminem a little bit too. Um, But it's not until where 2008 where I found like this new energy of rap. You know what I'm saying? People call it trap music, people call it drill music. At the time, the person who put it on the map, um, I believe, was Chief Keef. And then the buzz, I just picked it on. I just picked it off where it left off. And then I started to listen to that one. I never really listened to Chief Keef like that. It was just one of that one Sosa. And, obviously when he, made that song for Kobe, You Think I'm Kobe, Swish. That's the only two songs, Love Sosa. That's the only two songs that are literally, like from him. And then obviously, I started to, digging deep into their drill trap music industry. And, I found out a whole lot of artists. Uh, Obviously Little JoJo, R.I.P. Little JoJo, Young Pappy, Rico Reckless, who else? Fredo, um, FBG Duck, um, Little Baby. Uh, yeah, I think those were the guys. Oh, and obviously L.A. Capone, Rondo number nine. So those were the top artists I listened to around 2006 and around 2007. So obviously two of them were gunned down and killed. That would be Little JoJo. That would be L.A. Capone. And obviously that would be Young Pappy and Fredo. To me, when they died, it was like, it was like the city of Chicago just went through a genocide. Just a whole amount of people just collapsed. Because to them, their music was their lifestyle. You know what I'm saying? Like they literally, would blow up the studio, would blow up the volume listening to them. You know, obviously, I went out. I never went out and done some stupid, crazy shit, but because I always separated the music from their lifestyles. I just listened to I just listened to the lyrics and the beat. Um, but some people took it personal and seriously, and a lot of people joined gangs after that, and You know, they wanted to be inducted into the gang's culture lifestyle because they was in it. You know, and you already know the history of Chicago. You know what I'm saying? Like it's you know, they don't call it Chirac for a reason. Um, and then they obviously end up losing their life because you know they was so hard to their music that they wanted they wanted to emulate their lifestyle. You know what I'm saying? But for me, I was smart enough to know, you know what, you know, you never see like I mean, there's different rappers. There's different rappers. Um, there's a difference between rappers and gang rappers. You know what I'm saying? Like Fat, no, not Fat Joe. Rick Ross is a rapper, but he's not a gang rapper. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of gang rappers, you know, like Rico Reckless. There was another one. Um, I'm just trying to give you an example. There was Rico Reckless, and then I was trying to think about one rapper, Plies. If y'all remember Plies, Plies. Plus, he was, you know, a Florida rapper, you know, early 2000, you know, there was a lot of, you know, comparison between him and Lil Wayne and, you know, but, you know, he had a few albums, you know, that was catchy, that was good, but obviously his character died out. And, you know, now he's, you know, known for his, you know, IG videos and, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, like he wasn't really about his rap style. You know, the way he portrayed his music, it wasn't really him in real life. But gang rappers, they live that 24/7, 7 days a week. You know what I'm saying? Like Rigo Reckless, the stuff that he puts out, when you see him in interviews, that's who he is. You know what I'm saying? G Herbo. G Herbo is one of my favorite rappers coming out of Chicago, you know, and you know he don't really live that lifestyle. He tries not to live that lifestyle, but the like you can see the difference between his music and himself. You know, he separates that, you know, so you can see the difference. But you know, like Chicago used to be my like second favorite city behind New York. It's just the atmosphere, you know. They have, you know, great fan base of sports. Great food, great people. You know, I mean, mostly their other people is just, you know, they're just up to par with everything. You know, I mean, obviously CM Punk was one of my favorite wrestlers. He's from Chicago. You know, like they tell it how it is. You know what I'm saying? Like they don't sugarcoat nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like they just tell you strictly how it is. And that's how all Chicago people are. You know, whether you was yeah, obviously when you was if you was born and raised in Chicago, you know, that's how your mentality was. You know, that's how your mindset was. It was you over everything. You know what I'm saying? Like CM Punk was not gonna kiss Vince McMahon's ass like the rest of them been doing, like Triple H has been doing, like The Rock has been doing, like The Undertaker, Kane, Stone Cold, Bret Hart has been doing. They've been kissing his ass since they got into the business. That's why when he said that, oh, that's why when you don't see my, you know, cups, that's when he cut that promo when R-Truth speared John Cena through the table, he said that you don't see my cups and at 4 a.m. in the morning you you know like you see me in the airport and then you stick an autograph in my face and you expect me to sign it. You know what I'm saying? And then what else he also said? He said that I'm not in your movies. I'm barely promoted. You know what I'm saying? And he said that but you know who's a better ass kisser than you, John Cena? Dwayne Johnson. And he's split just like I'm splitting. But the difference is I'm taking the WWE Championship in his hometown of Chicago, which he did, but obviously his contract was up that year, and then that was the last time I've seen of CM Punk. But now he's doing commentary and these sub shows for WWE. People say that it's just a build up between him and Seth Rollins. You know, like he said that he would never wrestle in the WWE again. I'm just saying, I'm saying because he like, I'm sorry for getting off track, but he said that like if I do wrestle again, it's gonna be on my terms, and I don't think Vince McMahon is going to approve. It could just be a one match at WrestleMania. It don't have to be anything other than that. You know what I'm saying? Just him and, Seth Rollins is going to come out and egg you on 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 about, how he was always better than you. Even when he was with the Shield, he was better than you, stuff like that. Just a, promotion, a promo about leading to WrestleMania. Because WrestleMania is about what? February, March, April. WrestleMania is 3 months away. 3 months away into WrestleMania. So, obviously, if they don't do it, if they don't do anything between now and until the up leading into WrestleMania, then I'll take CM Punk's word about him not ever wrestling again. Because he said that if I wrestle again, I'm just gonna be doing the same thing I did before. You know what I'm saying? But if it's just one match, leading up to WrestleMania, you're like, yeah, I don't have to fight. Like, I could just cut promos back and forth. You know what I'm saying? So, but then again, if y'all know Chicago people are more, straightforward. They don't sugarcoat nothing. And, so, I still listen to trap music. That's the only music I probably listen to. If I'm not listening to anything on Sundays, because Sundays I usually listen to gospel music, inspiring music, motivational music. I listen to that. But other than that, every Monday and Friday, I listen to trap music. Sometimes I always, look for new artists. Just like how I learned this new artist. Obviously, 30D Grimy. I don't know if y'all heard about him. He's not from Chicago, but he's from St. Louis. Obviously, St. Louis rappers, Nelly, I think Taekwon, the guy who played Tipsy. He's from Atlanta. Obviously, we all know Nelly from Atlanta. So, not Atlanta, St. Louis. St. Louis, sorry, I said Atlanta, St. Louis. So, he's good. Check him out. I'll leave a description box. I'll leave a video in the description box down below. 30 Deep Grimy. He's pretty good. With C Murder. They're pretty good. I listen to some of their music. Their music is pretty good. Real good, real good. So that like I said, man. When those guys died, it was like I can't no more. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, they're like those were my role models. You know what I'm saying? Like, those are the people I looked up to for music inspiration. You know what I'm saying? But when they die, it was like I can't take it no more. You know what I'm saying? Like, everything is happening for a reason. I don't want to, but and Fredo was not even on that gang shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, he was just about his bread. You know, there are people saying that he died from a heart attack. Um, so again, obviously, Juice World. You know, Juice World is from Chicago as well. Chicago. I mean, he was not even a gang. He was not even. He was never in no gang. You know, I mean, like just like Fredo, he was just about his bread. You know, just making more music for his fans. You know what I'm saying? But for him to die from a drug overdose, I mean, I still don't. I still can't connect the pictures on that. You know, he spoke too much. You know, and Chicago rappers are known for about speaking the truth. You know, especially Common. I'm surprised he's still alive. Um, but yeah, man. You know, Kanye. I mean, Kanye was good around 2000. You know, Through the Wire, Graduation. You know, he had a pretty good uh, music, uh, but you know, he just turned for the worse. You know, he gave the American the white flag and turned on us. You know, when he said black, when he said what you call it, what he said again, he said President Bush is not for black people. You know, and then what's his name? The dude that played Austin Powers, I forgot his name. He looked at Kanye West and he smirked. Like, but anyways, yeah, man. I mean, that's my music. That's my music. That's my history on trap music. Um, you know, trap music is all. The definition of trap music is more of a beef than it is like I'ma see you when I see you. You know, there's a difference between trap music and drill music, but I'll let y'all figure that out. Or if y'all want to comment on below to tell me what's the difference between trap music and drill music, then you know feel free to hit this like button. You know, share my video. Again, the description of this video, the description of 30D Grimy C Murder will be in the description of that box down below. Till then, take care of yourself and each other. I'm out. Peace.